Yeah. Tomorrow will come. Paka. Tomorrow. Okay. So you can come. Go. Stop for 5 minutes.
Sir, not feeling well, sir. Seriously.
Okay. Please. Talk for 5 minutes. Yeah, come. See, knowing these things, and if you are not able to explain, if you don't have that courage to talk, then it's all waste, right?
Yes, sir.
Please come. Yeah, come. These are your friends only, right? No stranger. Sorry? Okay. Will you talk for 5 minutes? You guys should talk, right? You gonna come? Come, bro. Anything is fine. Favorite movie, favorite sports, or college life, trip, technical topic, anything you can.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Vicky Harshvardhan Rao, and currently I am pursuing BCA and AMC in Delhi College. This is my final year and final sem, and I'm interested in Django and Python full stack. In future, I want to be a full stack developer and web developer. And recently, I went to trip in Gokarna and Chikmagalur with my friends and some other friends also, and I enjoyed a lot.
So, what are the places we must visit in Gokarna?
Mostly we enjoyed on the beach and
Can you name few beaches there?
then there are Paradise Beach and one Boom Beach and all, and some few activities like we did a water activities like open sea activity where they will basically they'll throw in water and we'll sing above the water.
Okay.
And
So, where did you stay there?
there is a tent. We want to experience a new thing, so we booked a tent there and we enjoyed. And we went to Chikmagalur because of our teacher's marriage. And after that, we enjoyed in Chikmagalur. We booked hostel there, and lots of activities in hostels only they provide.
Yeah.
And with indoor games and external volleyball and all, and campfire.
Did you make any new friends there?
Not new. We went with the old friends only, college friends.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, I sent one assignment in the group. Did you guys check it?
Sir, sir.
So, it was easy, right?
Sheet program, sir.
Yeah. Or shall we redo it today? The assignment. Shall we do it together? Yeah? Sorry? Okay, so no need to do it again. So shall we move to the next stop? That's what I was asking. Okay. But still, I would like to give few recaps so that you won't get stuck there. Okay. So the first assignment was do the arithmetic operation. So what is A and B here? It's a variable, right? So variable is holding what values? What data type? Integer. So 17 and 5. Basically, we did an arithmetic operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. In division, we have two types: floor and floor division, normal division, modulus and power. So here, I mean, all other things are quite straightforward. If we do 17 modulus 5, what do we get? Answer? Okay, 2. So how do we get 2? Basically what we should do is just divide the number 5, 17. 5 3s are 15. So what is the remainder 2? Basically that's the answer. That's the procedure to do. Right? It's very pretty much straightforward. Power, we know that 17 to the power 5. Basically we multiply 17 5 times. That's it. Okay. And next is so what is odd number and even number? What's odd number? So that's called odd. Okay. So if the number is divisible by 2, then it's an even number. If it is not divisible by 2, it's an odd number, right? Is 0 an even number? 0. Even, odd, or neither? What is it? Any idea? 0. Yeah, it's obviously it's a whole number, but is it a odd or even? That's my question. It's a it's an even. We can call it as even number. Okay. So programmatically, how can we write whether to check a number is a odd or even? In the first line, basically what we are doing, we are just taking an input, right, from the user. That particular number, whatever the user gives, that will be stored in the variable called num. To check whether it's a even or odd, what we can do is we can put the number and do the modulus 2. The number modulus 2, and if we are getting this answer as 0, then it is even. Basically we are checking whether it is divisible or not. For example, if the number is 17, if we are doing 17 modulus 2, and if we are checking this condition, okay, what is the answer? Here comes 1. We are comparing with 0. Yesterday we discussed this. This is a, what is this called? Yeah? What comparison? Yeah? Equal or not? What's the name called? Equal comparator, I guess. Okay. So basically what this does is, the value on the left side, on the value of the right side, whether they are exactly equal or not. Here in this case, what do we get? False, right? Because they are not equal. So here, if we pass number as 17, first if condition, if, and whatever condition we wrote here, if this becomes true, then only whatever code written under that if block will get executed. In this case, this will become false. This line itself, basically line number 4, will not execute at all. If all the condition fails, if elif, then the fallback will come to else. Whatever we have written inside else block will get executed. Okay. So yesterday I said one thing. Let's say there are many. One if, elif, and else. Okay. Let's say this if is false, this is true, this is true, this is true, and this is else. Okay. In this case, under each block some code is written. Assume some code is written. Okay. Now tell me, let's say this is a line number 1, line number 2, this one, 3, 4, this one, 5, 6, this line, 7, this line, this one 8, this is 9, and rest is 10. Now tell me, assume this line is a print statement, okay? Print statement. All these lines are print statement. Now tell me, which all line will get executed? How many lines will get executed here? Think. Yeah. Line number 3 executes. If you go in that direction, even this will get executed. First it will check, right? So I'm not asking which line, which print statement line, whether it is 2, 4, 6, 8 or 10, which one is executed? Obviously this line will first check. That's not my point, that's not my question. My question is, which print statement will get executed? 2, 4, 6, 8, which all will get executed? How many 2? None? Okay. How many 4? Okay, there are a few hands. 4. How many 6? 6 anyone? You say 6 executes. 6. Okay. 8. 8. 8. Sorry? Is my question confusing? Question is very straightforward. There are 10 lines of code, okay? All odd lines contains if condition, if conditions. First if, it's directly I'm saying it's false. Second if, line number 3 is true, 5 true, 7 true, 9 basically it's a fallback, else condition, no condition checking there. So first this line will be checked by code, and it's false. Number 2 won't execute, correct? Next it will come to line number 3. It will check elif, then it's true. It will go inside the condition, correct? Line number 4 will get executed. Now my question is whether it will come to line number 5 for checking. Pakka. So okay, you are saying it is saying let's I'll say that later. Saying this will get executed, then this should also get executed. Okay, so let's say line number 3, this is true, this is executed. The whatever block, 4th line got executed. Will it come to 5, 7 and 9? Will it come to 9? Here the rule is very simple. In entire if block, if starting from if whatever elif and ends with else, the rule is very simple. Once it get executed, it's done there. That's it. It won't even check for next condition. Whichever condition becomes true first, that's it. It won't come further. Whether if it has multiple elif, multiple if, nothing. If it is start from if, ends with else, only one should get executed. If none of them got executed, else will get executed. That's it. Rule is very simple. Okay. So this is very much straightforward, right? So if we give number 17, it's an odd number. Definitely it will check this line number 3. It will become false. It won't go inside line number 4. It will obviously come back to line number 5 because none of the if got true. So it will come to else. If nothing got true, else will execute. Here else will be executed, and that particular number we can say it's a odd, right? It's very straightforward. I can run and show you. Python. Any number? 12. So it's a even, right? How it got executed? Line number 3 got executed, then it came into line number 4, and it won't come to else at all. That's it. So let's do this one. Let's say I will give the input as enter the marks between 0 to 100. If I give number as 55, how the flow will be? Can anyone stand up and explain? Yeah, you. The number is 55. You can sit and answer, it's okay. Yeah, number is 55. What all line will get executed? Say the line number. Will it 1 get executed? Line number 1. Yeah, I give 55.
Go to the statement, it will check the condition 55 less than 0 or 55 greater than 100.
Yeah, whether that condition is true or false. If the number is 55,
This condition is false.
why?
55 maybe maybe it's minus the
Okay, I will write on the board. Don't get confused. So marks, right? The input is 55. I have given it already, 55. It will come to line number 3. Correct? What's the condition? There are two conditions there. Or condition, right? Marks 55 is less than 0. Is it true or false? It's false. Next, or 55 is greater than 100. False. False or false, what is the output? False, right? So will the line number 4 gets executed? No.
False means
See, this is false. This is false. I mean, 155 is greater than 100 is also false. False or false is false. That if statement itself, this line number 3 itself is false. If it is false, it won't get inside that, right? Is it confusing? Yeah, now tell me. Will the line number 4 gets executed for number 55? No. Now next where it will go? Line number?
5.
Line number 5. What is the condition there?
55 greater than
55 greater than or equal to 90. Is it true or false? It's false. So line number 6 gets executed or not? No. It will go to 7th line. Again, what is the case? Again it's false. Next where it will go? 9th line. So what's the case there? False. So line number 10th will get executed or not? I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? If the 9th line condition is false, it won't go inside that block. Confusing? Okay, right? So now tell me again, on the 9th line, is it true or false? 9th line, false. Will the 10th line get executed? No. Will it come to 11th line? It will come. So what's the condition there? True. So will it go to line number 12? Yes. Why? Condition is true. So which line will get executed? Line number 12, right? What's the output? Grade D. So will the 13th line gets executed? No. Once entire block, somewhere in the block, once any condition gets true, nothing will get executed. Only that block will get executed. Okay. So let me run it for 55. Okay. Do you want to check for any other edge cases? What if I give 100 and 150, 150? Why? Because in the first line itself, condition fails. It will become true. The condition will become true because in the first we are checking 150 is less than 0 or 150 is greater than 100. Is this true or false? False. Is this true or false? True. If one of them gets true in our condition, then the answer is true. If the statement gets true, then that block will get executed. We will get invalid ones. That's it. Okay. We'll go to next. Yeah. So here we have 3 variables. Here we have 3 variables. If we have 3 variables, how many combinations can we make? 8. Basically 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. Okay. 8 combinations we could have made, but it's okay. And one more thing. It's not mandatory. Is it mandatory to have else statement? If I run this, will I get error? So, writing else statement is not mandatory. Okay? It's optional. You can write or not write. Good practice is to write and write any print statement there, but it's not mandatory. Okay. So here, let's try few cases. Username password and secret code. Here what all conditions did I check? In one case, in the line number 9, all are true, right? In the line number 12, another test case, all are false. U false, P false, S false. In the line number 15, U false. Line number 18, P false. P false. And line number 21, S false. So let's try this one, third case. Okay. So if I try third case, let's say I'm giving the username wrong and password. Password we can give correct or not, doesn't matter. If one of them is wrong, then the entire credentials is wrong, right? Username should be correct, password should be correct, secret code should be correct, everything should be correct. That at that time we get to log in. If one of them is wrong, we can give the message, see, username only wrong. Okay. So let's test. We'll give username wrong. Password, maybe let's say I'm giving correct only. So someone, I want to explain this flow. Yeah, you can explain. Yeah, you can sit and explain. So this was my input, some random words, and password correct, secret code correct, doesn't matter. Still this line will get executed, 16th line. So how the flow comes? Line number 1 executes, 2, 3, line number 3 executes, right? 4, nothing is there. 5 executes, 6, 7, okay. Now comes 9th line. In that, what is the case there?
That is the input, sir.
Yes.
That is the input or enter, sir.
Yep.
If the input are satisfying a given condition,
Yeah.
then the print statement works, sir.
Okay.
If one condition is not work, then go to the next condition.
Tell me, is this true or false?
False.
Why? Because this doesn't match with the username which we have given here. This is false. I have said one more thing. If it is false and rest of the conditions are AND, it won't even check for this. Because in AND both should be true to get inside. So here this gets false and next is AND. So this won't get executed, this part won't get executed only. Somewhere tricky interview question might come here, that's why I am explaining this thing. So this line won't execute. Will it come to here? Line number 12 comes. So what is the case here?
The username is not equal to the condition.
Yeah. Is it true or false? This one is true or false? This is true, right? It's not. This one is true or false?
False.
This one is false. This one? If this is false and next is AND, it won't execute only. False. Now come here. Is it true or false?
True.
True. It's true. Username is this random thing. Username is admin, and we are saying it's not equals to. It's true. This statement is true. That's why line number 16 will get executed. Very simple. Okay. Okay, let's do this thing. So, how the typical basic ATM works? Someone, yeah. How basic ATM works? You use ATM, right? Yeah. How it works? You have to insert a card. Yeah. Okay. Let's say in my ATM only withdrawal option is there. First you have to authenticate yourself, right? You have to say the card which you have inserted, that might have username, but you have to enter the PIN, right? To say I own this card, right? You have to enter the PIN. That's the base first thing. I mean, to check any activity, like if you want to check balance, to do any activity, withdraw. Yeah, that's to cross-verify things, so that others won't. Those who, if you lose a card, someone gets your card. If they enter the wrong thing, they can. The machine can say that you are not the owner, right? So basically, you have to enter the PIN, and if you want to withdraw some amount, what you should give? You should enter what amount you want, right? Let's take that simple case. So first we will ask the PIN from the user. What are we doing here? This int. What is it? Yeah?
So converting into integers.
Converting the string to integer. Typecasting. We have discussed this already. That input function will always take whatever number, string, symbol, whatever you give, it will take as a string. To make it integer, you have to convert it. The function to convert is just use this int. That's it. Okay. So first we will check case number 1. Case number 1, PIN is correct. Case number 2, PIN is wrong. What happens if PIN is wrong? Let's say the PIN is actual PIN is correct. PIN is 1 2 3 4, but user enters 5 6 7 8. Okay. During that time, which all line will get executed? Zero. Yeah. Then from first line number 1 executes. It should be more clarity. Will line number 1 gets executed? 2, 4. Line number 4. Okay. So here my question is: actual PIN is 1 2 3 4, but the user enters 5 6 7 8. Okay. In this case, will the line number 6 gets executed? Execution happens. Execution happens. Checking will happen. Check true or false. Based on that, whether it will go to block or not, that will be. What is the answer for line number 6? Is it a true or false? It's a false. So line number 7 gets executed or not? Where the next line will? Line number 17. So there is no condition checking there. Automatically it will that whatever the else block is there, that will get executed. It will say incorrect PIN. Let's try that case. So it says incorrect PIN. As she said, 1 2 4 6 and 17 18. That's the execution flow for PIN is wrong. What if PIN is correct? I am entering 1 2 3 4 only PIN. At that time, let's say my balance is here. I am giving balance less than 0. One case number 1. Another is balance greater than 5,000. I am giving 10,000. For this case, I want someone to explain the flow. Yeah, you can you try? Yeah. So this is the case. Assume PIN is correct. Okay. Balance you are giving less than 0. Let's say minus 100 you are giving. So what is the execution flow? Line number 1, 2, 4. Line number 4 executes. 6 executes. Is it true or false? True, because I have given the condition. I am giving the correct PIN only. 7 gets executed. Line number 7. Yes, I am giving the input as minus 100. Okay. Now line number 9 executes. What is the condition there? True or false? True or false? True. So line number 10 executes. Yes. So line number 11 executes. 12, 13. No. If see, this is one if else block. This is another if else block. For this is the end. For entire this, we have two conditions. One is this condition, one is this condition. If one of them gets executed, this else part, or if, for example, if this is true, this and this won't execute only, because this is one of the block, right? Is it confusing? For this if, this is the else. For this if, this is the else. Okay. In our case, we have given input as -100. Is -100 less than or equal to 0? True, right? If this is true, line number 10 will get executed. And that's it. This part won't get executed only, because for this block, one condition became true. That's it. After that, it will come out. Where it will come out? For this if already condition became true, this else also won't get executed. Is it confusing, guys? Okay. So for condition pin correct and rupees 100 -100, line number 10 gets executed, and that's it. That's the end of the story. Okay. Let's check for this balance 10,000. Let me do for -100 once. Invalid amount, line number 10. Okay. Now balance 10,000. We have balance only 5,000. If we are giving more than the balance which we have, then that condition should also be checked, right? So what is the flow like? Someone, yeah, you. Yeah. 1, line number 1, 2, 4, 6. I'm assuming pin is correct, okay? Is it true or false? True. So line number 7 executes. 9 executes. Execution happens. True or false? False. What's the condition there? Yeah, read it. What's the condition there? What is the condition there? Amount is less than or equal to 0. What is the amount? What is the amount? You are not being attentive. Okay, amount is 10,000 there. Is 10,000 less than or equal to 0? No, that means false. If it is false, line number 10 gets executed, or it won't. Next it will come to next condition, 11th line. Amount is greater than balance. What is the amount? What is the balance? Is it true or false? It's true. So line number 12 executes or not? Yes. So rest of the line won't get executed only. Okay. So that's the case. Yeah. Yeah. Now let's assume I'm entering the pin correct and amount correct. Correct in the sense the balance less than 5,000. Okay. Let me withdraw 1,000 rupees. So withdraw becomes successful, and the remaining amount, how do we do that? Did I explain you this this syntax? No, right? So I have written balance minus equals to amount. This is same as balance equals to balance minus. This is just one of the syntax Python allows. That's it. So what was the previous balance? The execution happens always starts from the right side. Okay. So what was the previous balance? 5,000. What was the amount which we have entered? 1,000 rupees. So the balance, new value of the balance, the same word variable, but the value gets updated. This will become 4,000. That's it. If I print the balance again after subtracting, I will get as updated balance. That's it. Any doubts? Any questions? This is very simple. We have done this already. Basically making an API call to the third-party server, GitHub. We get the data. We get so many data, right? Based on that, we are putting some conditions. Let's say, for example, if the follower is greater than 10, we are printing like popular user. Or if the repo is greater than 5, we are saying you are an active contributor. That's it. Not a big deal. If the location is null, if we are getting null in the response, if we convert it to dictionary, it will become none. And if the location is null, we are saying that location is not set. Not a big deal. In this program, we get to learn one thing: how to make an API call using request, how to convert JSON to dictionary, because by default Python doesn't understand JSON. Similar data type we have is dictionary, so we convert to dictionary. Here we get to know how we can play with dictionary, how we can access the values using the key, and putting some condition, basic condition. That's it. Okay. So this is the assignment which I have given. This is done. Okay. So today, okay. So today we will discuss about loops. Okay. In general, forget about Python. In general, how many loops do we have? And one more thing is there, do while loop. Yeah. Basically, the functionality of all the loops are same only. Why do we need loop? Why loop?
To run this program multiple times.
To do the repetitive task, right? Repetitive task. So, one simple repetitive task is like print your name. For example, in the school, some people might get punishment, right? Like write sorry 100 times, right? If you are doing it programmatically, one of the method is write 100 times, print sorry till 100 times. That's what people who doesn't know programming does. So who knows the programming, who knows for loop, they can finish in maybe 2 to 3 lines. One thing, they can declare a string. For example, sorry equals to sorry. This is a string, this is a variable. Okay. And they can say for I in range 0 to maybe 100. Okay. Print sorry. Yeah, this is enough. Okay. Maybe slash n we can put. So here there are few things. This for is to declare the for loop. It's like a syntax. This I will say on which iteration we are in. Iteration means, what's iteration? Yeah, you can say that. Iteration is like a repetition, right? It will say on which repetition step you are in. Okay. So this is also, you can say, syntax. This in is for this particular block. Range is also another syntax, you can say. We give the starting point, we give the ending point, and one more thing will come that I will explain later. Whatever we have written inside this block, that will get executed this number of times. Let's code this. Yeah. So this printed 100 times. How can we check? I want to check whether it got printed 100 times or not. Huh? Sorry?
If statement.
If statement. How if statement can help me? Yeah, tell me.
It's a count date. Count.
Okay. Can I mean in the each print statement I can write what's the I value is. Okay. So as you can see, it started from 0 because I have given 0 here.
And 99.
Ended it 99.
Yes.
Okay, that's because by default, I mean by Python, its behavior is like that. Whatever number we give here on the second place, if the number is n, n minus 1 times will be, this is the ending point. The number is 100, 99 is the ending point. Okay. If you want 100, we have to give 101. Okay. But this got printed 100 times because I started with 0. And one more thing, if you want it straightforward, we can give it like this only. If you don't want any starting point. Yeah. If you don't want any starting point, it's okay. You can. It's okay not to give also. Still, it gets printed. Okay. So if you want to start the starting point as 50, you can give it like that. It's straightforward. It started from 50 and ended till 99 because whatever number we give here minus 1 times you will get, that's the ending point. Okay. If you want any step, for example 50, after 50 add to 52, 54, if you want that kind of behavior, just give the step there. Started with 50, 52, 54. Okay, this is very simple, very straightforward thing. So this is called start, this is called end. End minus 1 will be the end last point, and here we can give the step. Okay, that step will be added here, and we can do iteration to few data types also. For example, if we have a list that contains 10 elements, if you want to loop it through, if you want to iterate through the list, we can do that. So what happens here is, let me rename this. So I have a list that contains values like A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, these are all strings. So this is the list. If you want to iterate through the list, iterate through all the items in the list without using the index, in other programming language you have to use the index, give the 0th index item, give the first index item, you have to do that. But Python gives this flexibility. Just by iterating, you just give the list name to the for loop. Just give the list name of the list here and give one random variable name here, maybe I, J, Q, whatever you want. In this I will take, in the each iteration, it will take one value. Okay, to do print I, it will automatically, this I will pick, in the first iteration it will take A, this I, next, it's like a pointer, okay. First I will be here, I will be printed, internally it will move to the next index, I will come here, in the next iteration I will come here. So that's how you get to print these things. Python gives this flexibility to simplify things. In other programming language you have to call it through the index, right? So we can do this, and one more thing is while loop. What's while loop? Why do we have different type of loops? Any idea?
While loop checks the true or false condition, kind of.
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah. Yes. Until the condition is true, this works on condition basis. Yeah. If until this condition is true, she explained it very well. Until this condition is true, the block inside, whatever code we have written inside, this will keep on executing. There is a possibility for an infinite loop to happen if we don't control the variable properly, right? For example, let's the value I starts with the 100, okay. Let's the variable, the number starts with 100, and we are checking this loop should run until this condition. I am saying I want I to be greater than or equals to 0. Okay. Is this true or false? I is greater than or equal to 0 is true or false? It's true. This is true, right? If this is true, the whatever the logic we have written inside, that will get executed, and again it will come back here. Whatever we might have written here, again it will come here. Let's say we did not touch the I variable inside this block. Starting of the block also I is equal to 100, end of the block also I is equal to 100. Okay. We did not write anything inside. What happens? Logic gets executed, whatever code we written inside that gets executed. Again it will come here, checks 100 is greater than or equal to 0. Again true. Again comes inside. Again checking. True. Again done. This will happen infinite times. So we need to control that variable, this variable inside. However we want for our logic, basically if I want to reduce it with the step of 1, what I will do? I will write I is equal to I minus 1. Or what's the another way? I minus equals to 1. Both are same, okay, don't get confused. If I do this, how many times this block gets executed? 100 times, right? So starts with 100. After all the logics, after let's say there are 10 line of code, 10 line of code executed. Again comes here to the 11th line, and I reduce the value by 1. Now the new value of I is 99. It starts the loop with the value 99. So repeatedly it will be that while loop will get executed, and it will stop at what point?
-1.
When it is 0, it will get executed because this is greater than or equal to 0. For 0 it's true only. When this becomes -1, okay. So this type of edge case we need to be very careful. This is in interview they give a test before they take an interview. They take technical test. Sometimes there in the MCQ they ask this kind of questions, this kind of edge cases. Okay. So let's try this. Shall we try one infinite loop? While equals to 100, while I is greater than or equal to 0. What do you think will happen to my system?
Crash. It will not crash.
What happens?
It will lag.
It will
Lag.
lag. Okay, any other guess?
Stop. BS would stop. Lag.
Let's do this. Will my laptop support for that? Let's see. It's running forever. It won't stop until I stop. Okay. Few laptop might crash, but my laptop specification is good. I have good SSD and RAM, so it's taking. So let me stop. Okay. So this is how, I mean, this while loop are used in many places. Mostly while we are creating the backend, while we are creating the API, most of the time we won't use while loop. Okay, we will be using for loop only. But this while loop is used in many places, like in operating system only this is used. Okay, to run the codes until we get the conditions true. If you know some concepts called semaphores, there this is used to check whether the system gets deadlock or not. In that conditions we use while loop. Yeah. So most probably we won't be using while loop for creating the APIs. Okay. But for loop we use to iterate to the list. Okay. So any doubts till here? Any doubts? Yeah. So another concept called I have space, right? So there is another concept called continue and break. Okay. Continue. Any idea what is this? Any idea, please? Do you know? Yeah, please.
Continue is continue in program. If condition completed, again it will continue to for loop. And break is if condition true or false, the condition complete. It will break the loop.
Oh, yeah, almost correct. So let's say we have a loop. Okay. So we have a loop for I in range 10. We set some condition. If I equals to 5, I'm saying just continue. Okay, this is case number 1. Case number 2, for I in range 10, if I is equals to 5, I'm saying break. So what happens? So let's come from the start. What is the initial value of I? 0, right? So when we begin the loop, value of I is 0. It will run till 9. Correct? So here actually there is a hidden condition there inside. What the condition is? This I should be less than this number. That is the hidden condition. Okay, that's how the loop stops there. The hidden condition is like I should be less than end, not less than or equal to, less than end. If you want to put less than or equal to minus 1, yeah, plus 1, minus 1 only. Yeah. Less than or equal to n minus 1, or I is less than n. Okay, so this is the condition. Every iteration inside only happens. So starts with 0. It will check whether 0 is less than 10. 0 is less than 10. True or false? True or false? True. If it is true, block will get executed. It will come inside. Otherwise, it will go outside. So that is the condition check happens there. So this is true. Again, let's say this is line number 1, line number 2, line number 3. Okay. This break is inside if this for this entire thing is inside for. Okay. So after line number 1, this condition checking happens internally. Then comes to line number 2. Let me write one print statement here. Print line number 4. Line number 2. What's the condition checking here? What is the value of I? 0. 0 is equals to 5. True or false? So I equals to 0. Condition is I should be less than 10. One more thing. I equals to 5. So current I value is 0. This is true. Correct. For 0, this is true. Will come here. We'll check in the line number 2. I is 0. This becomes false. So this line won't get executed. Will come here. Line number 4. Print statement will be executed. We get the output as 0. Okay. Next, I value gets updated. Internally updation happens. Okay. Here, what is the updation there? I is equal to I plus 1. If you write it like this, this is the updation happens. Okay. Now I value is 1. Whether this is true or false. True. Now this line gets executed. Line number 2. Again it's false. Correct. So line number 3 won't get executed. 4 will get executed. Output will become 1. Now out 2. Same. Yeah. Now 3. Same. 3. Now 4. Same. 4. Now 5. What happens here? When it is 5, is this condition true? Will come here. Whether it is true or false. This is true. So when this if is true, whatever logic is written inside that if, that will get executed. What we have wrote? We have wrote one keyword called break. So what is break? That's it. Loop ends there. Whatever it is, whatever the endpoint is, whatever the range, 1000, 1 lakh, whatever it is, if you are writing a break, if we come inside that block if statement, and if you are writing the break, that loop gets terminated there. Okay, that's what break does. This is the output you will get. If you have 100,000 also, this is the output you are gonna get. Because when we have value 5, we are breaking the loop, right? If it is same here, break, this is the output. Okay, another output I am gonna write for continue. How continue behaves? What is the behavior of continue? Initially everything is same till 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 is same. Now let's check for 5. This is true. This is true. For 5, we are saying to continue. What happens in continue is whatever code written after continue won't get executed. Yeah. We have a print statement also here. Okay. Whether the code is 1000 lines, if the continue hits on the third line only, it won't go down only. It will update the value. I mean what? It will go to the next iteration basically. Continue will say the for loop, and I mean continue is being called. Update the value. What is the next step for to go to the next iteration? This is the next step. I value gets increased. It will become 6. This condition becomes true. This is false. So this won't get executed. It will come 6, 7, 8, 9. Now again I value gets 10. Yeah. I mean when the value is 9, we are checking what is the condition. I should be less than 10. So when the value is 9, it will come inside. This won't get. This will executed. This will become false. This won't get executed. 9 will be printed. Then the value will become 10. Correct. Increase up. After that, this condition 10 is less than 10. False. Loop ends there. That is the stopping point of loop. Now let's code this. You also code by yourself. Is there any errors everyone is getting? Any doubts? Any doubts in the edge cases? Anything?
So what about
Dual is not there in Python. Python. Only two loops. I feel do while is unnecessary. I mean, while can only do the things. Just a syntax.
What is the use of do while, sir?
I don't know why it didn't give.
One time.
Huh?
If condition is false or true, it doesn't change. It will execute one.
Once it will, okay, it will execute.
Yeah.
But still we can achieve that using while also.
Yeah.
We can do that. Is it done, guys? Okay. We'll play one small game. Okay. So, just like this game. Okay. So there is a module in Python called random. What it will do is whatever range we give between, I have given numbers between 1 to 10. It will randomly pick one number. Okay. Any number it could be. You guys have to guess it. It is very simple. We are using comparator, equal comparator. Whether the number which we have guessed and whatever the number which the random module guessed, I mean picked, that should be same. If that is same, then you won the game. Else, no. So in this concept, first thing we are learning one random module. We get to learn how to use it, and typecasting is there. Input, again if else condition we are recalling, and comparison. So multiple concepts we can recall using this game. So who will start? I want someone to guess. Okay. Sorry, wrong. Next. 7. Color for a reason. So, any? Only why is 2 only coming?
Next 2, sir.
2, okay. What's this?
Easy.
No, it will keep on changing. Don't worry, guys.
I guess.
6. Why mostly 2 is it picking? Any other number? 9.
Oh, 9.
See? So you can write this code also. So this is how we apply our knowledge. Okay. Any doubts, guys? done, guys? Yeah, take it. We'll move to next concept. Okay, again, shall we move to the next concept?
Yes, next one.
So, I'm going to teach you Python data structure. I mean, we have very few data structure in Python by nature, by default. We have list, we have tuple, we have dictionary, we have set. That's it, right? I mean, there are other data structures like queue and linked list. We can implement it using Python, but by what is it? These are all the things we have by what to say? By nature, by default, we can say. Okay. First, I'm going to teach you list again. List I have said you already. What is list? It's a list of items. It has so many. How to say? Basically, it's a list. It can have a list with multiple data types, which other programming language doesn't allow. For example, string can be and char. Basically, it's a string only. You can have a number. You can have what else? You can have. You can have a boolean. Yeah. So, list in Python will allow different data types in the same list. Okay. So, what to learn in this is there are few methods in list. For example, if you want to add one extra, for example, you have this which has 4. The count is 4. The size of the list is 4. Count, size, all are same. Currently it's 4. If you want to add one more item, how do you do that? Yeah. So to play with the list, we have few methods. That's what I'm going to explain you right now. You can note it down. One is, let's say my list is this. Nums is equal to 30, 20, 10. Okay. So one is nums dot append. So when you do this nums dot append 40, what happens? This is the value which you are giving. It will come and sit here. Yeah. So the new list will become 30, 20, 10, 40. Next we have insert. Nums. In insert, we have to specifically mention in which index do you want the item. Here we are saying append. Whenever we do append, it will comment it at the last place. Okay. So if you want to some item in the first index or zeroth index, we have to mention it. If you want the first index and the number be 15. If you do this, in the first index, the 15 will comment it basically here. Okay. So next comes extend. Nums dot extends. If you want to add one item at a time, you can use append. If you want to specify the index, you can use this. If you want to add a list, then you have to use the extend. Okay. This is the syntax. This extend. Okay. To add multiple items. Multiple items. What else do we have? We have. Okay, these are all like adding it. Now we are going to talk about removing it. Remove. We have nums dot remove. Here in the function we are passing the exact value. If we have 20 in the list, 20 will be removed. Okay, that's it. And nums dot pop. This will remove the last item. Last item here. If you want to remove by index, you have to pass the argument what index do you want. Index pass. Index. Whatever items there in the first index will be get deleted. Okay, these are the three methods for removing. You guys know what is sorting, right? Sorting. Ascending order, descending order, that's it. For example, this is in random order, right? If you want it in the ascending order, just say nums dot sort, that's it. Nums dot sort. If you want in descending order, nums dot sort descend. Sorry, reverse. This is ascending. This is descending. If you want to reverse the string, that's it. Reverse. Not reverse. And what else? Count and difference. This 10, if you have, for example, if the list, currently this list has only one 10, right? So output will come as 1. How many number of times this element contains in that list, that's it. Then nums dot index. It will give what is the index of 30. 30 is in 0th index. And if you want to clear and completely, nums dot clear. It's not like you guys have to remember these things. You should know what are operations we can do with the list, with the data structure. Just that you should know. These are things we can do. It's not like you should remember these things by adding nothing. You should know. We can do sorting. If you don't remember the syntax also, it's fine. But you should know we can do sorting, we can do deletion, we can do addition, we can change the values. These things you should know. Conceptually, you should know. It's not like remembering the syntax. Okay. Now let's code and execute this. So this is my L. What is the data type of this L? Any doubts, guys? Any doubts? Here we can extend to add multiple things. Any data types you can put here, not an issue. Any data type. Okay. To add multiple things, you have to use this syntax bracket, and you can put any data type inside. Yeah, done. So shall I explain how get the output? Just to recall things. This is how I declared my list. Current value is 30, 20, 10. I'm just checking what is the type of that particular variable. It says list, okay, because it's list. So if I add 40, I'll get 40. I mean, if I do append, in the last place it will just add that value 40. Next, if I say insert, I have to specifically mention on what position, on what index. On the first index, add 15. So this was the previous first index 20. In that place, in the first index 15 will be placed. If I want to add multiple things, this is the syntax. I have to in the bracket whatever values I want to put with the comma I can put, okay. So 50 and 60 comes here. Next, if I want to remove, if I say remove 20, we are not passing the index to that remove function, we are passing the exact value. If I want to remove 20, I am saying remove 20. So 20 will be removed from the list. This was the previous list. This was the removed list, updated one. Now when I say pop, last element will be gone. That's it. So this was the previous list. I did pop, 60 gone. When I say pop with index, whatever there in the first index, remove it. What was in the first index? 15. 15 got removed. Now this is the updated version. Okay. Now I say sort, 30, 10, 40, 50. If I sort, I get 10, 30, 40, 50. Sort. When I say sort, I'm sorting in the ascending order. If I want in the descending order, I'm just saying reverse is equal to true. That's a syntax. Okay, just remember it. 50, 40, 30, 10. So when I say reverse it, whatever the list, current list you have will get reversed. 10 will come in the last item will come in the first place. First item will go to the last place. Similarly, okay. And this is the thing. And after that, what I'm doing, I'm asking the count. I have to print it. Print count. And print this. So what's the count of 10? We have, this is a list, right? So we have only ones. 10 we have only ones, that's why we got 1. We ask what is the index of 30. 30 is in the first index, right? Indexing starts with this 0, so 30 is in the first index. We get the index of 30 is 1. When we do clear, list is clean. Now L has nothing. So that's the summary. Any doubts, guys? Okay. Now let's move to next data type. Next data structure we can say. Now let's learn tuple. Tuple is nothing but it's a list, but we can't do much operation with it. We can't add, we can't delete. It's kind of stricter version of list. That's it. Okay. So we define something in the tuple. That's the end. That's it. We can't add or in the runtime we can't do it. Okay. So to define tuple, we have to use this. What is this bracket called? Yeah, parenthesis. Open parenthesis. Write the item list. Close. Once we close, that's it. We can't change it. But what methods we can do? We can't. As I said, we can't do append. So let's say if we try to append, what happens? Let's try it. So I'm defining t is equals to 30, 10, 20. T dot append 40. Okay. So what we got? Tuple object has no attribute append. So like we did for list, we can't do for this. That's by definition we can't do. You can't complain like that, right? By definition only tuple is like this. We can't add, we can't remove. Okay. So what else we can do? We can check what is the count, what is the index of these things. This kind of things we can do.
What's the maximum value?
Yeah, maximum element, minimum element. Count. T dot index. This is more than enough. So in Django framework, most of the places we use tuple only because we need that kind of stricter version of list. Okay. When we explicitly write the code, we can use list, but in the framework, most of the places we use tuple. So it's important to know what is its behavior, why it's tuple. What is the, if I do type of tuple, type of t, what will I get? Tuple, right. This is more than enough for tuple. Next we can go for set data structure. So what is the what something makes sets? We have list, we have tuple. Why set? What uniqueness is it giving? Yeah. Duplicates not allowed. Point number 1, do not allow. Next. Any other condition? Any other condition? The order of set is always keep on changing. There is no set fixed order. We can't access the element with the index. No order, unordered. If you want this kind of behavior, we use set. Okay. Mostly we use set for this behavior. Okay. This is very important. If we don't want duplicate things, we put it in set, not in the list. Okay. If you want set to behave like a list, if you want a list, if you want a list to behave like a set, what we should do? How can we do? I mean, yeah.
Set dot list.
Huh?
Set inside set will create a list.
Inside set, we can create a list. Okay, yeah, we can do that. So basically, what set is, duplicate is not allowed, right? For example, if I have a list, 30, 30, 30, 40, 10. Okay. If I want only 130, what I should do in the list? If I just want 130 in the list, that's what the list set is, right? If I pass it like this to the set, the output will be like 30, 40, 10. That's it. If I want a list to become like this, this is the initial list. I want the final list like this. What we should do? We discussed few methods right now, right? Which method will we use?
So first we create a if-else statement. We'll sort in that statement, then we'll one index.
One second, I'm writing your approach. First, if else.
First we'll sort the list.
First, we are sorting.
Yeah.
Okay.
After check every index, first index to second index, we'll check. If it's both are correct, we'll remove one index.
Yeah, that's good idea. That's good idea. So what I was saying is, let me sort the list. 10 will become 30, 30, 30, 40. What I was saying is, let me compare these two. If this is true, I will delete one of them. Right. I will compare these two. How do you delete the item in the list? Remove. That's it, right? So basically, if you want to play with the list, if you want to do some operation, I have listed so many methods, right? We have to think of what we can do. That's where we use that methods. Okay. So now set will look like this. Set is equal to 10, 30, 20. Okay, we use curly braces. Here we use parentheses. There we use square bracket. Okay. Now you know the definition, right? Now I'll just list the methods whatever we have. That's it. Basically, if I add one more 10 to this, it won't accept. Okay. And if I try to access with the index, it's not possible. You won't get the consistent result. So that's the definition. So the methods are like, if you want to add s dot add. Date. Discard. Can anyone say the difference between these two? Remove and discard, both are quite the same meaning, right? Let's say in the set, if we don't have number 2, it will throw an error. If you want a safer version, we use discard. That's it. Not much difference. We'll code this and try. So yeah, in the list I said when I do list dot pop, which one will get thrown? Last one, right? Here, as I said, it's unordered. Set is unordered. If I do set dot pop, which will get thrown?
Randomly.
Randomly, right? Yeah, that's it. Let's code this. Did you try this? This remove and discard method. If the item is not there, if the 2 is not there, you will get an error here. If you want to fix the error, either remove this line or add this. And I hope you guys know these concepts. We have learned this in school. Union, intersection and difference. Yeah. So let me explain using a Venn diagram. I have an item 1, 2 and 3 in this circle, and 3, 4, 5 in this circle. This is A, this is B. So in A I have 1, 2, 3, in B I have 3, 4, 5. If I do union, the meaning of union is yeah, you will get a unique set of including the common elements, right? If 3 is there in both the set, you get it once only. That's what the meaning of union is. So union will be look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So what's the intersection of this? Intersection is what's there between, I mean, in A and B, what is common?
3.
Yeah, intersection is 3. And A minus B, this also we learned in school. A, set A minus set B, what do we get? No?
No, sorry, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5.
No.
Come on.
It is like, it is like, whatever there in A that are not in B. Okay. Basically this thing. This is A minus B. A is there, B is there. Remove B part. You will get whatever remaining. The answer will be like 1, 2. So that's the meaning. If you use a Venn diagram, you will easily do it. Try this out. Any doubts, guys? Whatever assignment or whatever code you do, you can just put it in your GitHub so that you won't get it lost. You also get to know how to use GitHub. So it's a good practice to store whatever we do in GitHub. We are left with one more data structure called dictionary. We will learn in next class. Any doubts till here? Python is easy only, right? We can wind up the class. I mean, if you get any doubt, you can put in the group also. Right? Okay. Nobody is going to judge. You can put it. Yeah. No, keywords, Python keywords. Try to read and put some underscore your name. Yes, sir. It's not a data type. Structure. It's Python native structure. JSON is not a Python native data. Python is like a general thing. Every language will try to support it with the similar data type, but Python doesn't understand JSON by itself. We have to make it understand so that we will convert to dictionary. It might look same. Yes, yes. Response is the before response was in the JSON. We do response.json, it will convert to dictionary. It will convert to dictionary. Yeah, correct. Response will be in JSON. If we do response.json, it will get to convert to dictionary. You can check the data type of response.json. You can check now. Hey, you can leave, guys.